Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if and what if I could see you like I saw you the whole time? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Poison my mind. You'll never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. You can say anything you like. What if I believed you? What if I could? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Go on, give it your all tonight. Oh. That's not it.
Do you know how much
I saw you standing over there. You stole my love, girl, it isn't fair. And I see you, where you move just gets me high. Ignites my flame, sets me into overdrive. Sets me into I don't know how this came over me, but this just feels like it's just you and me. And I see you, the way you move just gets me high, ignites my flame, sets me into overdrive, sets me into overdrive.
Welcome to Whiskeyville_TV. First race for the National Dirt Racing Association 602 Dirt Late Models. That's what they'll be driving. I switched over to my intro, then I came back to my race format, and my logos were all sorts of messed up. And I clicked the wrong button. All right, here we go. Lots of drivers in this thing. Afternoon at Dirt Late Model Racing. Here's a grid real quick before we kick things off. Nathan will be on pole, the number 73 machine. Richard to the outside. You have Ethan and Corey making up that second row. Dylan and Lucas, Alan and Jace, Carson, Matthew, Cannon, and Jacob will be making up the entire field. And here we go. As we break down the racing all afternoon long, 8 drivers make it straight to the Mac Daddy Show, and Nathan Reese, this driver right here, the 73 machine, is going to lead it, and he's going to lead lap number 1 for race number 1 for the National Dirt Racing Association. The 14 machine of Richard, he's going to try to hunt him down. A little bit of pressure by Ethan, the 17, down to the bottom side they go. Short track racing here at Volusia. Outside shot, big time contact back there. P5 on back. One driver spun all the way around, and they're still making contact. And the yellow flag is going to wave on lap 4 of 10. Nathan, Ethan, and Richard are still going to be the top 3. Caution laps will not count, so we'll have a true 10-lap heat race. Outside shot of the race field here, of the track, of the facility, and you can see just how slick this track actually is. Lots of practice laps were made. A little bit of race info up there on your screen as well. 0.27 mile racetrack here at the Lyman Land. My apologies, called it Volusia. 0.27 mile length racetrack, so short track racing. We'll have to restack them and repack them. Open that setups. Green flag's gonna wave. Nathan going to hammer the gas pedal, and here we go. Back under green flag racing halfway. This time by in contact with P2. Dylan Perry, he's going to move up to that 3rd spot. He's going to try to grab that 2nd place away from Ethan right now. Will he do it? No. Side by side down the backstretch and into turn 3. Ethan's still going to try to rip the lip up there onto the top side, and that number 17 machine next to the outside wall. Looking pretty quick as he just taps it, though. Richards hanging back here in 4th place. Lucas is back here in 5th. You have Alan Davis Jr. He trying to do that big-time slide job, and we have a mess back here. Top 8 advances. Jace Anderson, the 197 machine. Right now, he has it. Working the bottom side part of the racetrack, working lap 8 of 10 now. 3 laps to go. Top 8 and Matthew Burkett. He is on the move, and there you go. Matthew Burkett to the outside of Jace Anderson now. Can Matthew do something? Can he figure out a little bit of something and coming across the line with 2 laps to go? Looks like Matthew is going to capture an 8th spot. Outside the bubble now is going to be Jace Anderson. We're going to keep it right here down the backstretch for the last time. Contact made down to turn at number 3 and 4. Mace and Jason Matthew drag race to the line, and Matthew Burkett. We're down at Coming to the line now, Matthew Burkett's going to capture the checker flag. Jay Sanderson is going to be on the outside looking in for the A main show. Lee and Corey as well, Cannon and Jacob. Dylan, Perry, Nathan, and Ethan, they're going to capture that 1, 2, 3 spot. And here's heat race number 1 results. Things go by quick here. Gotta be up on the toes. Seeing the checker flag waved. These camera angles here at Lima Land, they're a little confusing. As we get ready to rock and roll for heat race number 2, Nick Baum, the Ace Motorsports driver, the 02. He'll be on pole with Damien, the number 52, at BPM Motorsports. He'll be there in second place. Blake Bailey will be starting in third spot. Gavin Gardner, the 18 machine driver out of Florida, he'll be making up that outside of the second row. Jordan will be making up P5 with Jonathan, sixth place. Courtney will be making up seventh place with Sean English, the 60 machine, another driver out of Florida. Be starting there in the 8th place spot. Austin Hines, 9th. Brooks be 10th. Bradley, 11th. And Cade will be rounding out this heat race. They're in that 12th spot. Got a lot of work to do back there. Lots of tight racing as well. Green flag waves, and here we go. We're shimmying and shiming down the turn at number 1 and beating and banging already. Inside the eyes of Courtney Newby. Got a blinker right there from him. Contact there from him. Has Simo speed shopping on that back wing of number 4. And oh my goodness gracious, that guy is inside and out. Big time slide job up there. Outside shot now. Nick's going to be leading him. Caution is going to wave. Nick's leading it. Brooks is P2. Jonathan holding down that third spot. Caution's going to wave, but I show nobody crashed. Just verified. Check this out. Watch that all white car. Trying to get about 4 cars in one corner. And then caution waved about right there. Exact same format though. 13 drivers. Gavin Gardner's in this race. I did not call out his name during the grid. He's out of this race. Damien's out. Sean English is being shown out of this race. So here we go. We're stacked up, packed up. Nick Baum is going to lead this thing with Jonathan to the outside, and we're back under green flag racing with 6 laps to go as our race leader smashes the outside wall, and he's still stuck to the dang thing. Nick Baum just lost 3 spots in one corner, and he was our race leader. He got glued to the outside wall, and he could not get off of it. So now he falls back to 3rd spot, still going straight to the Mac Daddy show if he finishes right there. Brooks is going to be our new race leader there in that double deuce car as he turns out of turn 4 and barrels down into turn 1. He has that right rear tire all the way next to the outside wall, and man, what a mess we have back here, inches away. Inside the eyes of Blake Bailey now. He's inside the bubble, but just barely though. He looks down to the bottom side. Trying to grip and rip, trying to find a little bit of something down there. And it looks like he lost a little bit of time as he goes back down into the corner. Lima Land, man, this is a very tough track to start off the race season with. Kind of a short track racing. And man, that high side looks to be fast, but if you put that thing to the outside wall, it's gonna be tough to get off of it. White flag out. Top 8 advances. Jordan has it there in the number 4 machine. Looks like he has plenty of gap there behind him. So down the backstretch for the very last time. This driver right here putting down a big-time statement, though, and winning by a 7-second gap. And here comes our second place. Heat Race 2 results up there on your screen now. Not skipping a beat, moving right on to Heat Race number 3. Connor, Mecha Motorsports driver 64. He'll be on pole with Kenny Wilkins, the 34 driver. He'll be starting there in P2. Jody, driver from the Frozen Lane up north from Canada. He'll be starting in 3rd spot with Colton there in 4th. Trey will be 5th, and with Connor in 6th. 2 drivers for the Mecha Motorsports squad in this thing. Ryan will be Team VLR. He'll be starting P7 with Luke, driver out in New York. Brandon 9th place, Davin 10th. Brooke will be starting 11th, and then Justin Lynn making up that 12th spot. And that's it. 12 drivers, 8 drivers advance. Heat Race number 3 about to happen. Fast action here around Lima Land Speedway. Got wrecks and back-to-back races. We'll see how the Heat Race number 3 unfolds. So get ready for the Mac Daddy Show here tonight. The 64 machine of Connor. He's going to press the gas pedal, and he shoots out like a cannon. Oh my goodness, we have a huge time pile up back here. 1, 2, 5, 7 cars in this thing. The 26 machine is up on the hood. And the yellow flag is going to wave just as fast as it came out. And man, I think that happened about the 3rd place on back. Trey Fortner is showing red up on the program. Slow-mo action. And there it is. Trying to make it 3 wide. Coming out of turn 2. And 29 hits the front bumper of the 26. And now you guys can see what happened there. Everybody just piling into everybody from that point on. So back to light mode, back to race mode. Thanks, Colton, thanks, Bradley, for the like. Same thing with Alex and Jacob Tabor. Back under green flag racing and already spinning, and we have a car flipped upside down here in Heat Race number 3. The yellow flag is back out before everybody even crossed the finish line. Goodness gracious. Slow up all that horsepower. Caution lap still won't count, though. Green flag, yellow flag. Now we'll have to wait for the iRacing scoring and timing to fix itself. So here we go. Watch Ryan Underwood, Team VLR. He just gets his back wheels lifted right up, and that was it. One more time for them boys up there in the chopper mode. The car there in front of him looked like he had to hit the gas pedal. He tried to go a little bit too early, and man, just a good old basic, everything stacked up. Back to live mode, back to race mode. Connor's still going to be a race leader. You would like to see this thing go green flag racing. Lots of caution laps here, or 2 cautions here. Not a very good green flag run as of yet, so these drivers going into the A main show, I don't know if they'll know exactly how their car is going to handle or not. Side by side, or nose to tail here for that top 2 spots. Connor and Kenny, they may try to duke it out. We're only a lap 3 of 10 as of right now. Brandon's back here in P3. You have Colton back here in 4th place. Ryan Underwood's going to be holding back 5th. 6th place is David, and then Justin, Lynn, This driver right here, the 27 car, is inside the race bubble right now. Great American stake there on that front hood. And he is all over the back bumper of that number 29 machine. Say, hey, pal, let's hurry up and go. We got to make it into the top 8. Luke is on the outside. Looking in right now. Still got a little bit of time left, though. Not much. Only 4 laps to go around Lima Land. This 0.27-mile racetrack. As now Luke's going to try to get around Justin Lin for that 8th place. A little bit of contact going down into P3, but man, Luke is working hard down there on the bottom side. It's anyone's race at this point. You have the 29 machine up. Trey Fortner right there in front of both of these drivers. Back up on board with our race leader real quick as they are nose to tail. Everybody has moved next to the outside wall. That looks like the fast way around this place. 2 laps to go. We are still Swift swapping for this last transfer spot. Justin Lin's going to slide it all the way next to the outside wall. Luke's going to give him a big bump. Contact to the outside wall. Wide, the flag is going to wave, and we're going to leave it right here. And Justin Lin is on the outside looking in one more time by big time slide job by the number 27 machine. Luke sees it coming. Big time crossover. Into turns 3 and 4 now. He's going to set sail. He'll slide in next to the outside wall to the checkered flag. And Luke is going to take that last transfer spot. Justin Lin outside looking in. Man, that was a hard-fought battle for that 8th place. Final results up there on your screen. Outside shot here at Lima Land. Everybody fights to get out onto the track first, trying to get that setup made. Whatever setups you want to make, changes that you would like to make, now's the time. Lots of drivers here. Only race number 1, the National Auto Racing Club. Lima Land here tonight, obviously, then Eldora for round number 2. Round number 3, they're going to try to go to Lanier. That's going to be August 1st. But regardless, next race is going to be Eldora, July 18th. Round 8, August 29th for the championship race. They're going to the Chili Bowl there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. For a 125-lap A-main show. They're going to try and put these 602 late models. Now that little bitty track, that indoor track of Chili Bowl. The Golden Driller. The Tulsa Driller. 125 laps. That'll be fun. That's going to be August 29th. Heat racing starts at 5:25 Eastern Time. So heat race number 1, then had a caution. Heat race number 2 had a caution. Heat race number 3. These drivers look like the truck racers in Friday night's race at the Knoxville. Man, that race was fun. That Camping World Truck Series was fun to watch all the way up to that last, I don't know, 15 laps or so. It was caution after caution. It was brutal. That first big pileup. Goodness gracious. That got a little crazy, though. I did like the one groove racetrack that Knoxville had. I actually liked it. I'm live here on Facebook and or YouTube. Next broadcast will be later on tonight with a 410 Sprint Car Series we all call NODAC. Very cool series, man. Lots of drivers entered in that one. They always put on some very good racing. But live on Facebook and YouTube. For that race, for the NODAC race, I'm going to try to get a Twitch channel up and going. Never really mess around with Twitch. Don't really like Twitch. But we're going to do it. We'll see what happens. So we'll be live on all 3 platforms. as that checkered flag waves. We want to get ready to race for the Mac Daddy show. 24 drivers are going to make the call to the starting line. I believe there was over 30 drivers that entered in. Only 3 heat races. There was no qualifying. So short track racing with some random draw pills. And let's get things going. For the A main show, the Mac Daddy. National Auto Racing Club, race number 1. Here we go. Here's a grid. Dylan, number 7 machine, driver out of Georgia. He'll be on pole with Brooks to the outside. You have Connor with Mecha Motorsports there in P3 with Nathan making up the second row. Making up the third row is going to be Nick and Kenny. Fourth row, give it to Ethan and Bradley P. Wilson, the 33 machine. Fifth place is going to be Ryan Underwood, Team VLR, and then Lucas, the 36 machine, another driver out of Georgia. He'll be making that 10th spot. Austin Hines, 11th, and Brandon, that 12th spot halfway through the grid. Richard, 13th, and Jonathan, 14th. You have Davin and Carson. You have Courtney Newby and Colton. You have Alan Davis. You have Blake Bailey, Trey and Matthew, Jordan, and then Justin, and making up the entire field. And ladies and gentlemen, 50 laps around Lyman Land Speedway. We're about to get things kicked off. Brooks and Dylan, P1 and 2. Green flags out. Let's shimmy a shive down the turn at number 1. Dylan's going to be leading this thing with Brooks to the outside wall. He's going to set P2 as of right now. The gap is up there on the screen, a 0.7 second gap for the first place runner right now. Connor, he has a little bit of pressure there for the 46 machine of Ryan Underwood. I've seen Ryan race multiple times here on the iRacing platform. Always a very strong driver, always up there into the top 10 at least. But right now, that machine for that 46 car looks like it is ready to rock and roll. A little bit of right side damage there on the quarter panel for the number 46 machine. And Nick Bum, another driver that I have seen multiple times here on the iRacing platform, races in all sorts of iRacing leagues. We'll see what the O2 machine has it as well, and he's always the O2 car in every single league that I've seen. And a little bit of contact for the 64. He got put up to the outside wall. Actually, he put himself up to the outside wall and tried to get off of it. So that's how that top 5 is going to run right now. Everybody's slipping and sliding all over the place. And looky back here, 3 wide racing. Green flag racing all 10 laps as of right now. We are on board with Kenny Wilkins, the 8th place driver. And he is right smack dab into the rat's nest right now. 32 machine, Austin Hines there to the bottom side of him. The high side next to the outside wall. The Hines carry side. Definitely seems like it is a fast way around this place in the 14 machine. Or sorry, the 34 machine of Kenny Wilkins is trying to put that right rear tire as close to the outside wall as he possibly can. And he is letting it rip as the caution is going to wave on lap 12 of 50. 2 minutes and 47 seconds into the Mac Daddy show, the caution is finally going to wave. And I think we got a couple of guys. that may have wrecked out. David Markham is being shown red up on the program. Don't know if David caused it or not, or Davin caused it or not. My apologies, Davin Markham. We're about to find out. Caution laps go pretty quick here. So let's get right into it. 43 machine, that's a car right smack dab. Gonna try to work the high side now. And he just gets clipped right on the back bumper. He takes out the number 3 machine. Wrong place, wrong time for that guy. Check this out, rear view camera out of Davin's car. Back to Limo, back to Raceman. I don't know about that one. Davin really wasn't up on the high side nor the bottom side. He wasn't really in that middle side either. Don't know where he was at. Here we go, back to Green Flag Racing. Brooks and Dylan, 1-2. Nick Baum trying to make a run for that second place in that P2 spot, or that P2 number. Got tripped up with my words there. The caution flag's going to wave really quick. Back under yellow flag conditions. Oh, goodness gracious. We may have had a ginormous pileup. Way back here in the back, too. There it is, 4 cars in that thing. One more time, we'll try to watch it. 56 car. Don't think he caused it, just wrong place again. Nah, I don't know. Regardless, there they all are. Upside down they go. Best lap time out there on the raceway right now. Give it to our race leader of Dylan Perry, the number 7 car. He's looking very quick too, man. The 13.2. Green flag back underway. I mean, he has a best lap time by quite some time right now. Keep that in mind. We'll see if anyone has anything to say for the race leader. As of right now, not very much. Brooks has been holding down that second place in that double deuce car all night long. Yeah, I think he's been in second place for all 22 or all 15 laps. 16 laps now. He's been in second place. And track is changing lap after lap. Dylan Perry's, look at his line. Kind of no man's land right now, but making it work there with that grip coming off the corners. And Brooks, he's still putting that right rear tire all the way to the outside wall. Last lap time up there on your race screen, this time by Dylan Perry with a 13.5 and Brooks with a 13.6. But check out this driver, the 64 machine of Connor. As that's not going to be the best lap time. He put that thing to the outside wall, and he's about to get ran over by Ethan. Ethan and Nick, they're both going to take advantage of that little mishap. 3 wide racing down the front stretch. Nick's going to slide all the way up to the outside wall there in that all-white machine. He's going to try to capture that third place, but Connor's going to keep fighting. Same thing with Ethan. And beating and banging up there next to the outside wall. 64 machine of Connor. Trying to still hold up third place. He's sliding it all the way up there. Here comes Nick. He's going to look down to the bottom side. Nick Baum trying to slide it up, and everybody's fighting for this third place spot, and the whole field is catching these guys. As our race leader of Dylan is completely running away with this thing now. Front nose cam, now Connor's right smack dab in the thick of everything. And this could turn out bad for the 64 machine. He is sliding backwards quick. Unofficially right now, the hard charger is going to be back here in the 10th place of Trey Fortner. He has moved up 10 spots. Ryan Underwood, this driver, the 46 machine, he's moved up 5 spots. Since the initial green flag has waved, track map up there on the race screen, the 17th place driver of Colton. He is in trouble of maybe going a lap down by our race leader. Outside shot. Here's our race leader right there. Down backstretch into turn 3, this time by Lap 25 of 50, halfway home to mama. And he is catching the lap filled up pretty quick. We'll have to start slicing and dicing through some lap traffic. Some slow guys there on the bottom side. Green flag, please stay out. 8 minutes, 12 seconds into the A main show. Dylan Perry has led every single lap, and now he's going to have to slice and dice through traffic as he gets underneath Colton there for that 15th spot. Gap up there on the race screen one more time. A 2.7 second lead for our race leader, and he is absolutely flying around Lima Land. Ryan Underwood moved up 6 spots now. He's up to the 3rd spot. If anybody has anything to say for our race leader, Dylan Perry, it may be Ryan Underwood, and he'll want to see a caution flag wave any time now. Last lap, a 13.5. Ryan Underwood, he is the fastest driver out there on the racetrack on lap 30. He just needs a caution. 20 laps to go around Lima Land. That's the storyline this time by Ryan Underwood, the fastest driver out there on the racetrack there in the 3rd spot. Just, man, had to move up 6 spots, and he needs a caution flag. Dylan Perry, that's the last thing this driver wants to see is a caution flag. Breaking down the race field, the number 1 machine, Ethan, he's back to 5th place. You have Nathan Rees. He's still battling out a hard time racing all the way around this track. Almost 3 wide down the backstretch. Into turn 3, Nathan Austin, and then you have Richard Caro right there behind them, all battling out for that 6th place spot. Austin Hines, he's going to put that thing to the outside wall, and that all-red 32 machine. Go, Austin, go. Side by side down into turn, and number 3, Austin Hines, he's going to try to capture it away from Nathan Rees, but he's not doing it as of quite yet. And then Richard Caro, he's just kind of minding his own business right there behind both of these drivers. Trey Fortner back in 9th place. You have Brandon in 10th. That'll be rounding out the top 10. Bradley P. Wilson, 11th place. You have Connor. This driver's up there in the top 3 for most part of the night. He's back to 12th place. You have Davin Markham in 13th. Blake Bailey, and then Colton back in 14th and 15th spot. Only 2 caution flags have waved since the initial green flag has dropped, and this number 7 machine of Dylan Perry still having to slice and dice through traffic. He just now come across a finish line. Our P2 driver is just now coming across the finish line this time by. So, man, Dylan Perry almost has a half a second lead over the race field. And Ryan Underwood up to 2nd place now. Ryan Underwood is slowly just making up spot after spot. He only has 1 more spot to make up. But, man, only with about 11 laps to go here in the Mac Daddy Show. That rhymed. I did not mean for that to happen. Hard charge as right now is this driver right here, the 29 machine of Trey Fortner. He's making that inside part of the racetrack work for him. A little bit of right side damage for him. 9 laps to go, and he has moved up 12 spots now. There's a gain up there. You definitely want to see green. You don't want to see a lot of red. Blake and Bailey back there in 13th. He's moved up 7. You have Jordan Lawrence saying he's moved up 8 as well, but he's back there in the 15th spot. Good time racing right here with Trey Fortner. Bradley Wilson and Brandon DeBusk on board with the race leader as he has to slice and dice through some more traffic inside the eyeballs, inside the face cam. And here we go. Gap up there on your screen right now. He still has a 4.4 second lead, so plenty of time. Contact with our race leader. Don't know what happened. Almost gets hooked, though. Almost lost it. Coming out of turn 4. 5 laps to go for Dylan Perry. Now on board with our 2nd place driver, the 46 car, as he tries to get around 1 driver. Don't know who that is. Only 5 laps to go. Ryan Underwood is praying for a race caution. Don't know if it will happen, though, for him. Usually when I start talking about cautions, a caution will wave. Trying to help out Ryan a little bit. Not for sure if it's helping though. Brooke, he's still running in P3. Good run for him. Now Brooks started there in the second spot, outside of the front row. He's only lost one spot there in the double deuce car, but man, a very strong run by this number 22 car. Definitely for race number 1. And the top 6 drivers are the only drivers left on the lead lap. Everybody else has been lapped. And honestly, I did not think this is how this was going to play out for race number 1 for the National Dirt Racing Association. But these boys in this league know exactly how to drive. On board with our race leader, number 7, this guy right here. He's going to see the white flag this time by. One more lap around Lima Land for Dylan Berry. He led lap number 1 all the way to lap number 50. And Dylan Berry coming out of turn 4 this time by is going to be race number 1. Checker flag holder for the National Dirt Racing Association, Ryan Underwood. Very good run, all sorts of speed for that number 46 machine. He's going to finish in second place, and Brooks is going to finish there in the third spot with that double deuce machine. Only 2 caution flags all night long, as they go ahead and do the classic iRacing 3 wide photo shoot. That's how that's going to end up. What a race by these drivers. Feature results up there on your screen. Dylan Perry, Ryan Underwood, Brooks, top 3. Nick Baum, good race by him with Ace Motorsports. He's going to finish there in 4th, and Ethan rounding out the top 5. We'll grab an interview with the top 3 drivers. See what they had to say about the race. But regardless, that was a fun 50 lapper at the short track for race number 1. And the guy that's going to finish in 3rd place is going to be Brooks. And Brooks, how's it going, man?
Going good, man. How about yourself?
Dude, going good, dude. I did not think that's how the race was going to play out. Only two cautions at this very small short track that we all call Lima Land. How was it out there?
Man, it was fun, man. The track slate and everything, the way they let it carry over, it was great, man. It made for good racing. It was kind of one lane dominant up towards the top, but over and all, man, it was good, fast pace, man. You had to white knuckle that thing to be able to keep it straight.
Dude, overall, man, you ran in the top 3 all night long. You lost second place to Ryan Underwood. They're kind of at the tail end of the race field, but man, your setup looked quick.
Yeah, man, it was pretty good. We went out in the heat race and started 10th in it and drove up to 1st and won the heat race. And I knew I had a good piece then. And then when it come around main event time, I just didn't make enough adjustments for how slick it was going to be. I never really raced on it that slick. So like I said, I was holding on that thing and trying to give it everything I got to keep it in front of Ryan. But that guy right there, he's pretty good. He's got VLR on the side of his car and he ain't got it on there for no reason. He knows what to do when it's this time of track and any kind of track, man. So if you running right there with him and all these other guys like Dylan Perry, man, you're doing something pretty good.
Well, man, race number 1, you're gonna finish that 3rd spot, so that's a very good way to kick off this afternoon Sunday racing for the National Auto Racing Club, man. You got any shout outs that you like to give?
Man, yeah, I got like 2 main guys I really got to thank, and that's Brock Poole Transportation for everything he does for me, along with BCR Sim Rigs, Brian Taft, man. If you're looking to get some kind of sim rig chassis that puts you to a next level, and I'm not really just saying it because I got one, man, but it's so sturdy and it's made me so much of a better driver, man. It's unreal. If you would have seen me 2 months ago compared to now, you would really know the difference of this BCR sim rig. And Dice Race Design, Michael Lonis for doing everything he does for me, and Beat Performance, all my buddies that I work with.
Very cool, man. Well, great race here this afternoon, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. And then Ryan, and the guy that finished in P2, making a hard charge to the front, and Ryan Underwood, man, I was really hoping the caution was going to wave in those last 10 laps. He was very quick out there.
The car was really good. I think I got up to third or fourth there, around lap 12, and then I think I broke something. I got into a wall and just it wasn't driving the same, so I had to. I went into pits, got it fixed, and from there on, I was just riding, trying to avoid the wrecks. And then once I got to third, I was really pushing the car as hard as it would go. Then I got up to Brooks, and we got into a little bit of a scuffle there, and I was trying my best to reel in Dylan, but it couldn't work out.
Moving up 7 spots here in the Mac Daddy show for you, man. You had to go to the high side, the bottom side. You went to the middle side at some point, but where was you most comfortable at?
I was really comfortable just running right through the black. The car would stick there if I could get it to load over on the right rear and keep it off the right front, surprisingly. But the car was excellent. It'd go anywhere I want it to. But then as soon as I got spoiler damage, their aerodynamics on these cars are so important. It lost all of its drive.
Well, man, second place for that Team VLR paint scheme right there for the 46, man. You got any shout-outs that you would like to give?
Everybody, Team VLR, CI Performance, CFM Esports, Majula Setup Shop, go check them out. Mecca Motorsports, Northside Graphics and Design, Chad and Brittany, all they do for me, everybody in the car.
Very cool, man. Ryan, great race, man. We'll see you next Sunday. And Ryan Underwood's going to finish there in that second spot. Great run by him, man. Moving up 7 spots. He was quick. About the guy that's going to finish there on the top row is going to be Dylan Perry. Dylan, how's it going, man?
It's going good. How about yourself?
Dude, going good here, man. Dude, you started on pole, then you really didn't look back, man.
No, I was from the start of the race. I kind of had an idea on what I was going to do for the whole race, and if it worked, it worked, and if it didn't, then I know I tried. But it just landed in my favor, and I was able to come out with the win on it.
Dude, you was able to lead all 50 laps, I believe. You set the best lap time. Dude, overall, race number 1 was definitely inside your wheelhouse for here at Limaland. But dude, you caught lap traffic and you was slicing and dicing. I think it was about 5 laps to go. I thought you almost got spun out.
Yeah, I saw the I can't remember who it was, but they were trying to pass somebody that I had lapped a little earlier in the race. So I was just kind of sitting there riding, and then somebody messed up, and next thing I know, we're 3 wide coming off of 2. I saw the outside wall, and then I straightened back up, and after that, I just started riding. I wasn't going to push any issues, just trying to conserve for the rest of the race.
Well, man, dominating performance by you here tonight, man. So I'm excited to watch you throughout the race season. Gotta ask, so man, you don't do much official racing, do you?
No, I've run maybe 1 or 2, but that's about it. It just hasn't really ever been my cup of tea. I like running hosted with some buddies and some league races here and there, but that's about it.
Very cool, man. Hey, well, we'll catch you next Sunday night. You have any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out over to first Dad, who's helped me on everything in real life, and which has helped me get better on here, and then Chip Bangers Racing. I race with those guys, and they help me just fine-tune setups and just get better. Just about every time we decide to race, and just anybody that's helped me from the time I started until now. They may not know it, but it's always been greatly appreciated.
Very cool, man. Well, race number 1, you're gonna have the checkered flag. So we go with the race number 2, and we will catch you at Eldora. How do you like that place?
It, I'm either hit or miss there, but if we continue this streak of the track starting to get slick, that's usually where I feel like I get better at once it starts getting slick. So I think it'll be pretty good.
Very cool, man. Well, we'll see you then next Sunday.
Great, thank you.
Dylan Perry with a checkered flag in hand for that driver number 7 machine. And I asked him if I knew he kind of didn't do much iRacing, official races, just because of his I rating. But granted, it's still higher than mine. But yeah, I seen that, and then I seen Ryan Underwood's Massive I rating. Like, goodness gracious. Man, this was fun. Three heat races. Cautions in all three of them. The A main show. That did not disappoint whatsoever. 2 early cautions after that. Green flag racing all the way through. And man, I really think the fastest drivers all went up to the top 3. But man, there was battles all the way throughout. Hard charger here now. It's going to be this number 29 machine, Trey Fortner. We talked about him a little bit with Mecca Motorsports. Kind of just minding his own business, man. Moved up 14 spots. Everybody else, a very, very good race. Blake Bailey, he moved up 7. You have Jordan Lawrenson. He moved up 8. Yeah, next race, Eldora. Afternoon racing, never broadcast afternoon racing before, but heat races will start at 5:25 Eastern. Check it in on Facebook, YouTube, or next week will be, I'll have my Twitch channel up and going. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm not the biggest fan of Twitch. We'll figure it out, though. Regardless, Dylan Perry, driver from Georgia, he's going to take a race number 1. We'll see if he can take a race number 2. Only 8 rounds in this season. Last race is going to the Chili Bowl, and I'm excited about that. Till then, thanks for everyone for tuning in, logging into or watching WhiskeyOval_TV. It's much appreciated. Make sure you guys like that follow button, share the stream if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Kyle Spicer for the follow, Bradley Wilson with the share, and so on and so forth. Means a lot. Much appreciated. Final results up there on the screen one last time. Until next time, please take care, stay safe, enjoy some iRacing.com. We'll be back live with a Nodak Outlaw Sim League, some 410 Outlaws, 410 Sprint Cars. We'll be live here on WhiskeyOval_TV. Make sure you guys tune in. And that's it. I'm signing off. Great job by all these drivers here tonight. We'll be back with them next Sunday at 5:25 Eastern. Everyone, take care.